विष्णुपादाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त इति नामिने श्रीकृष्णलीलकथाने सुदाक्षम् औदार्य माधुर्य गुणैश्च युक्तं वरं वरेण्यं पुरुषमान्तं नारायणं त्वं शिरसा नमामि त्रिदण्डीनां भक्तशिरोमणिं च श्रीकृष्णपादाब्जहृदयकरुणि चैतन्यलीलामृतसारसारम् नारायणं त्वं सततं प्रपद्ये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Let me offer millions of wisdom, sir. Lotus feet of Srila Gurudev. Upanu Guru Varga, Nam and Ishta Santa Sri Bhagavan Prabhu Charan Anta Koti Dandavat. All present past future Vaishnavas Yatavat Dandavat Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Sorry for the delay, every time. Never ending. Very difficult to get out of. People come. Anyway, so today is our Saturday, um, 23rd August. Actually, and also today was a new moon day. That's why there are a lot of people. On new moon day, a lot of people come here. Um, that day, these people from Rajasthan, Gujarat, they have this tradition. They will they will not open their shops. They will close their shop and they come, take darshan, do some go seva, some like that. Um, because it's a new moon day, uh, that is their tradition. Um, so that's why a lot of guests come. 27th is Advaita Patni, Sri Sita Devi appearance day. 30th is Lalita Saptami. 31st is Sri Radhashtami. 4th is Shravan Mahadvadasi. 7th September is Purnima Sri Vishwarup Mahosava. Jai Jai. Gaur Aarti ki Jai. Oh Gaura. Gaura बोलिया जाओ कभी इतना जाएगा गौरा भी नाव गौरा करे गौरा गौरा जय 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 गौरा गुरुदेव की जय. 5th September is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Kiran Day. 7th September is Purnima Sri Vishwarup Mahosava. Chandragrahana. In India it is visible, but it happens in the night time, 10 to 1:30 like that. Uh, so that day, if we chant more, that time it will be very amazing. So that ends the 2 months, Chaturmasya, and 2 more months. Now, Radhashtami is very, very important. Uh, both Radha and Krishna are one tattva. uh, just as there is no difference between milk and its whiteness, there is no difference between Radha and Krishna. Sri Radha is the intelligence and wealth of Sri Krishna, and she alone is the original transcendental nature. She alone is the original transcendental nature, Mula Prakriti. That supremely auspicious Mahadevi, Sri Radhika, has no worldly birth or activity. When Sri Hari descends to manifest his Leela or pastimes, Sri Radhika also appears to assist in that Leela. She, by whose mercy the Lord of Gokula, Sri Krishna, has become the Supreme Lord, as in the form of Sri Radhika, has been described as Paramadevi, Supreme Goddess. So, Param Gurudev one time is telling. Once in a learned assembly, all the 1000 names in Sri Radhika Nama Sahasra Ashtotra are auspicious. The servants of the lotus feet of Sri Hari, who is engaged in meditation on the feet of Sri Radhika, as well as Vaishnavas who relish the bliss of serving Sri Radha's feet by regularly reciting the above mentioned stotram, gain unlimited auspiciousness. The disciplic succession of bona fide Gaudiya Vaishnava spiritual masters, those in the line of Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami and Srila Rupa Goswami, Sri Swarupa Rupanuga Gaudiya Acharya Guru Varga, displays its firm faith in the performance of bhajana and Sri Radha, which is truly incomparable as evidenced by their transcendental writings and their service performed with transcendental emotion. So, giving an example. Once in a learned assembly of attorneys, barristers, and judges, my worshipable Lord, this is Vaman Maharaj is telling. Srila Bhakti Prajna Keshav Goswami Maharaj gave a speech in which he said, see, Param Gurudev, Bhakti Prajna, he was famous uh, in litigation. So only idea is to bring them in line with Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. In Bhakti, he never compromised that. So he didn't tolerate that. So he used to take them to the court. And he was successful, even though, like Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj says, he lost so many court cases, but in truly he is the one who won because those devotees who were going against Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, because of the court thing, afraid they came back. They said, no, 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 we are following Prabhupada. Like so that is win, even though he looks like he lost it. Actually, he lost it, but he actually is the one who is the won the case. You know, in the court, he might have lost it, but actually he won the case in his spirit. Yeah, you understand? There is a case. There is a way losing the case, but by in spirit winning the case. Like that. He was winning in the by spirit. So he was telling Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, even though, even through litigation, legal argument and counter argument, one can gain seva to Sri Radha. And by that, he received the mercy of Sri Krishna. We are followers of Srimati Radhika, who is the most worshipable of all. Our special service is to unite Sri Krishna with her. When Sri Krishna was meeting with Chandravali, the Sakhis complained to Vrindavaneshwari, Sri Radhika. Then, after issuing a warrant and having Krishna arrested, they arranged a sweet reunion with Sri Radha. So, Sri Radha Daita Dasa, Sri Saraswati Prabhupada also explained in his commentary, Manasiksha. Radha Dasye Rahi Chado Bhogai Pratishtha hai Kirtana Gaurava Radha Nitya Jana Taha Chadi Mana Kenova Nirjana Bhajana Kaitava. Becoming situated in Radha Dasya, service of Sri Radha. Release yourself from the serpent of material enjoyment. Serpent of material enjoyment. Know that the desire for respect and adoration is not the glory of Kirtana. O mind, having given up the association of Sri Radha's eternal servants, why have you adopted the fraudulent practice of solitary bhajana? So, our uh, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, actually when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur first time meeting Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj like Avadut, he was singing this song. He was crying from tears flowing from his eyes. Kotai go prema mai radhe 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 go jaya radhe radhe देखा दिए प्राण रखा राधे राधे तोमार कंगल तोमार डाके राधे 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 वृंदावन विलासिनी राधे 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 कनुमन मोहिनी राधे 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 अष्ट सखी शिरोमणि राधे 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 वृषभानु नंदिनी राधे राधे. Oh Radha, overall full of prema, where are you? Radhe, all glories to you. Radhe, give me your darshan and save my life. Your wretched beggar calls out to you, Radhe, Radhe. Radhe, you engage in amorous pastimes in Vrindavana, Radhe. You are the enchantress of the mind of Kanu. Radhe, you are the crushed jewel among your 8 principal Sakhis, Radhe. You are the charming daughter of Rishabhanu Maharaj. Srila Sachidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is non-different from Sri Gadadhar. Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur is non-different from Gadadhar. Radha, who set in motion once again the Bhakti Bhagirathi, the flowing current of pure devotion, as also sung. Before Bhaktivinoda Thakur, this was almost gone case, Gaudiya Sampradaya. There were so many apasiddhantas and purity was gone. He came and Gauranga Mahaprabhu sent powerful personality. He's like seventh Goswami, like powerful. So yes, son. Krishna Vasikare चंद्रावली आदि पराजय मने हया विवादी हरिदायित राधा चरण प्रेयसी भक्ति विनोद श्री गौड़रूमवासी रमणि शिरोमणि contending to bring Sri Krishna under their control. Chandravali and all the other gopis accept their defeat before her. Bhakti Vinoda, a resident of Sri Goldruma, aspires for the lotus feet of Sri Radha, the most beloved of Sri Hari. Jai Dharilo Radha Pada Parama Jatane Se Pailo Krishna Pada Amulya Ratane. राधा पाद बिना कबू कृष्ण नहीं मिले राधा दासी कृष्ण सर्व वेद बोले राधिका चरण पद this is amazing one who takes hold of Sri Radha's lotus feet with great care obtain the priceless jewel of Sri Krishna's lotus feet. Without the lotus feet of Sri Radha one can never attain Sri Krishna. All the Vedic scriptures declare that Krishna belongs to the maid servants of Sri Radha. Sakigana mama parama suhut yugala preme ragu tad anuga ayaye sevi bhava radhara charana kalapataru. Vishabhanu Sutta. The Sakhis are my supreme well-wishers. The Sakhis are my supreme well-wishers and my gurus regarding the loving affairs of the divine couple. Remaining faithfully under their guidance, I shall serve Sri Radha's lotus feet, which are like wish-fulfilling trees. Radhika Charana, Swajiya Amara, Chanake Pralaya Hai, Radhikara Tare Shatabara Mari, Se Dukkha Amara Sai. If I were to renounce Radhika's lotus feet for even an instant, if I were to renounce Radhika's lotus feet for even an instant, I would become totally devastated. For Radhika's sake, I would tolerate the agony of death hundreds of times. See, this is the uh, like amazing faith in Radha's lotus. Radha bhajane jadi mati nahi beta. Krishna bhajane tava akarna gela. Ata parahita suraj nahi jani. Radha virahita madhava nahi mani. Radha bhajan. If the desire to serve Sri Radha does not arise, then your worship of Krishna goes in vain. We cannot conceive of the sun devoid of sunlight. Similarly, we cannot accept Madhava separate from Radha. Can you imagine sun devoid of sunlight? Actually, only through sunlight we can perceive sun, is it not? Sun is there, sunlight coming from him, and then make connection. No? Same way, we cannot accept Madhava separate from Radha. Impossible. Bhakti Vinoda, Ananahi Jane, Pari Nija Saki Paya, Radhikar Gane, Takiya Sotata, Yugala Charana Chaya. Beside the desire to serve the lotus feet of the divine couple, while always remaining in the Gana of Radhika, group of Radhika, Bhakti knows nothing. For this, she falling at the feet of her Saki. Now, There is some about the Sakis of Radha description. Uh, this is reminding there are four kinds of Sakis: Swapaksha, Vipaksha, Tatastha, and Suhruda. Four kinds of Sakis. The Swapaksha gopis are those who are on the side of Srimati Radhika, and they are intimate Sakis. Side of Srimati Radhika, they are intimate Sakis. Chandravali and all of our Sakis are Vipaksha, opposed to Radhika. Of course, the opposition in Vrindavana is not like that of the material world. In Vrindavana, the feelings of opposition as well as all other sentiments are varieties of transcendental love. Other Sakis are neutral to Radhika and are thus called Tatastha, who are neutral to Tatastha. Sakis who are friendly to Srimati Radhika are called Suhrada. They are neither Swapaksha on Sri Radha's side, Vipaksha opposed, or nor Tatastha neutral. They are friendly with Radhika and neutral towards Chandravali and other Vipaksha Sakis. So conversely, the Sakis who are neutral to Srimati Radhika are friendly to Chandravali. Among the Swapaksha Sakis of Radhika, there are five divisions. You understand? Swapaksha gopis are those who are on the side of Srimati Radhika. They are intimate Sakis. In that, there are five divisions. Saki, Nitya Saki, Prana Saki, Priya Saki, Priya Narma Saki. The first division, Sakis, although always serving both Radha and Krishna, have some inclination towards Krishna. Although this inclination is present, they are not Tatastha, Suhrada nor Vipaksha. They are Swapaksha, Srimati Radhika's intimate Sakis. Those Swapaksha gopis who are inclined towards Srimati Radhika, like Lalita, Vishaka, Chitra, are very near and dear to her. They are called Priya Sakis and Priya Narma Sakis, also called Parama Preshta Sakis. The Nitya Sakis and Prana Sakis are the Manjaris. Nitya Sakis and Prana Sakis are Manjaris. The sole inclination of these Sakis is towards Radhika. Their conception is that without Radhika they cannot live. Radhika is their life and soul. Among them, the Pranasakis like Rupa Manjari and Rati Manjari are prominent. The Manjaris always serve Srimati Radhika. If Sri Krishna is defeated by Srimati Radhika at various sports and games, they are very glad and begin clapping. However, if Sri Krishna defeats Srimati Radhika, they feel defeated and their sadness shows on their face. Lalita may laugh joyfully, but the Manjaris will be sad. These Nitya and Pranasakis are always with Radhika. Lalita and Vishaka and other similar Sakis will not enter the Kunja where Radha and Krishna are performing certain confidential pastimes. But the Manjaris have the freedom to enter at any time. They have a free pass to serve there. Sakis such as Lalita and Vishaka will hesitate. But those like Rupa Manjari will not. They can render any service at any time. When Krishna meets with Srimati Radhika, the Manjaris taste whatever Radhika tastes, even if they are far away. Thus, they have no need at all to meet Sri Krishna separately. These Manjaris are the beauty of Srimati Radhika's love. So, this gives you some understanding Um, in the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur about Radha, very amazingly told. 117. Who is Radharani? No? To that question is answering. Sri Radha, Sri Krishna's Nitya Patni, eternal wife. Kanti, Kanta. Krishna Kanta Shiromani. Among lovers of Krishna, she is the topmost. The how dear she is to Krishna, there is no one like that. Huh? From comparing to Sri Krishna, Radhaji, she is no less in any way. In any way. She is no less than Krishna in any way. Any way you look at it. Sri Krishna himself, he has become in the two forms. Aswadak, Aswadita. One who tastes and one who helps him to taste. Uh, so he has become two forms. And he is doing his lila. Huh? Lila, pastime. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe. So the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila. Hare Krishna. Uh, Radha Krishna Ek Atma. Dui Dehadari. Anyonye Vilase Rasa Aswadan Kari. So Radha Krishna Ek Atma. Both have one Atma, but two form, two body. It's very difficult to conceive. See, that's why, like Bhakti Bhakti Siddhanta, Radha and Krishna, they are beyond this material mind, intelligence, logic, everything. When you throw this, maybe you can understand a little bit. you know how one, two people have same Atma. It's very so. Seeing Krishna's incomparable beauty, she becomes very amazed. Mugdha. So, if compared to Krishna, if Srimati Radhika's beauty, if it is not more, then how she will be Bhuvana Mohana Krishna? Uh, Bhuvana Mohana Krishna, meaning one who enchants the whole world. How she will be able to enchant that Krishna who is enchanting the whole world, unless she is more beautiful than Krishna. But still, she becomes enchanted by the beauty of Krishna. That's why one name is Bhuvana Mohini. Bhuvana Mohana is Krishna, Bhuvana Mohini is Radharani. Purna Chandra Krishna, Purnima Swarupini, Purna Chandra Krishna, for Purna Chandra Krishna, like in a full moon. Krishna, for him, like Purnima, in a full moon, um, that is Radha. So, among the lovers of Krishna, she is the topmost. And she is the Amshini of all the Kanta, meaning she is the source of all other lovers, Kanta. Now, the servant, suppose he is saying, servant cannot, he doesn't have any language. A servant doesn't have any language. By that, so that he can, his worshipable object can be fully explained. A servant, in other words, he cannot fully explain his master, whom he is serving. But the to explain the servant, the master is is capable. That's why similarly Radharani is serving Krishna. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna Chandra, he can tell about Srimati Radhika's truth. And then there's one more personality. Who is that? Govinda Nandini. Tatko Tata. Govinda Nandini. You can tell that. One who does the service to Vrishabhanu Sutta, daughter of Vrishabhanu, and Krishna. Uh, that means Gaura Sundar's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Nije Jana, Sri Gurudev. Sri Gurudev can describe the Radhika's tattva. Sri Krishna Chandra is the for all rasa and shobha, saundarya, beauty, and is the root of uh, ashray, giving shelter to all of these rasas and the beauty. He is the root of shelter for entire, Aishwarya, Virya, Jnana, um, opulence, strength, all that knowledge. But such a Purnatama Bhagavan, most complete Bhagavan, um, one who is Ashraya and Vishaya, that Radharani, how much more big, how much more. Such a personality takes the shelter of Radharani. So that's why it is beyond any humans. Uh, Even liberated personality also is very difficult, beyond uh, many of these liberated people. So that Bhuvana Mohana, Madana Mohan, Krishna, is himself gets enchanted by her. How how we can describe her? How amazing, how tall or how big it is. And any language, anything, cannot understand. That's why Krishna himself, to understand little bit, he comes in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gaurasundar, Trikala Satya Asal Vastu. Gaurasundar, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, all the time. Trikala Satya, meaning he is truth in all the three times. Three Trikala. He is Jagannath Mishra's Nandana, Ananda Vardhaka. He brings happiness to Jagannath Mishra. Jagannath Mishra, in the form of father, is his servant. Gauranga Deva, Paratpara Tattva, Swayam Bhagavan. There is no one equivalent to him or bigger than him. Asamordva Vastu. Asamordva. That's called Asamordva. There is no equivalent or higher than him. The father, mother of the Guru Varga also, in the form of Guru, they are all servants of this Asamordva Paratattva, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Gaurasundar, along with his servants, and also who are serving him, Palya Varga, is potency, Advaya Jnana Tattva. He is always there. A eternal vastu, is eternal object. Is Vrutya Varga, Palya Varga, Shakti Varga. They're all eternal. His associates, his servants, his potencies are all Nitya, eternal. Vrutya, essence of that is the servant. Then one who serves with love and affection, called Palya Varga. Gaurasundar is Palya, is the father. वे अपने he is always doing the Nama Prema. He is preaching Nama Prema. They are also his sons. They are all Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nija Vamsha. Achyuta Gotriya, Vamshadhara. See, we become Achyuta Gotra once we take up. So this Gotra meaning, see, we descend from some sages. Kashyapa Gotra, Kaundilya Gotra, like that. But when we become Vaishnavas, initiated, we become Achyuta Gotra. Achyuta meaning one we will not fall down. See, the Gotra we are changing from birth to birth. We are changing the material, mundane father and mother. So the Gotra might change. But when you become a Vaishnava, you get to the Gotra which is not going to change again. Okay. So you become Achyuta Gotra. Huh? You will not fall down or become came to the original Gotra, like something like that. So Gaura Sundar is non-different from Rajendra Nandan. Huh? Uh, Vaidya, from the thing of Vaidya, Sri Lakshmi Priya Devi and Vishnu Priya Devi, Kalatra. Huh? But was Bhajana Vichar, Sri Swarup Damodar, Gadadhar Pandit, Rai Ramananda, they are all very antaranga bhaktagan. Ujjvala Madhur Rasashrita Trikala Satya Kalatra. Vaidi Vichara. Like worshipping Gaurasundar, Gaur Narayan, Lakshmi Priya, Vishnu Priya, Gaur Narayan. But in the bhajan, uh, in the bhajan area, Swarup Damodar, Gadadhar Pandit, Rai Ramananda, all of them. Trikala Satya Kalatra. Gaurasundar Rajendra Nandan, Vipralamba Avatar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Vipralamba Avatara. Vipralamba Avatara. Why we saying that? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always manifested the way Radharani is feeling separation from Krishna. How she was feeling. When Akrura came to take away Krishna, oh boy, it will break your heart. Mother Yashoda trying to hide Krishna in her name, mine. Don't go anywhere. She's trying to hide in a cloth, bunch of cloth. Took her by name. That's why he was quiet. But then Akrura convincing Nandamara, no, it is safe. Kamsa is so bad. He's trying to kill Vasudeva and Devaki and all the Yadavas. After that, he will come and attack Vrindavan. So, he was like that. What to do? And Yashoda crying, and then before giving, Nanda Maharaj is convincing her, please, you will come back. I will go also. See, I will also go. And I'll bring definitely. So Yashoda gives word. See, I'm handing over my, great, more than my life in your hand. Please, careful, careful, careful. Come on. You have to bring back the same way I'm giving it to you. So, be careful. So she's telling, tears in her eyes. Wow, unbelievable. It is so pathetic. Um, it really breaks one's heart. The gopis were, wow. Even, what to speak of gopis, even the trees, even the dried up wood, they became liquid. They could not, because everything is, conscious entities in Vrindavan. So they were all breaking apart. They could not bear the separation of Krishna. Now you might wonder, is he not Krishna giving so much pain, difficulty to those who are his life? Is it not more than his life? Consider. You may wonder why not he continue? They would have been happy, Krishna would have been happy. What was the need to go to? There are also devotees. Kamsa is attacking. And even higher question, why not? hmm, Why there is need of Kamsa? You see, these questions hunt us. The basic thing is this shows the mercy of Krishna. If there is a darkness, if there is a light, there is also darkness. Isn't it? Without darkness, we cannot know the glories of the light. Same way, the love of, see, the other day we were telling about the Putana. No? When Putana came to Vrindavan, of course, Yashoda and the Leela Shakti of Krishna, Yogamaya, allowed that to happen. But when they were carried away by Putana, they became unconscious to the topmost five pranas. They became unconscious. Much, cannot even think of. So dear Krishna. So so much love for him. You know, anything can happen to their life, but not to Krishna. They cannot tolerate. So it would not have shown up, you know, to bring out that deep love, so much attachment to him, Lila Shakti. And the Putana is also there because Krishna gives that minute independence to the living entities. If they want, they can become devotees or non-devotees, demons. Equally possible, possibilities. Krishna makes arrangement because he does not want to entangle or break that minute independence. It is up to the living entities. So some living entities become demons. To that extent, whoa, boy, they have hatred, to the extreme extent. So that's why this. But still, we should know that uh, they cannot do any damage. But the process of going through, that is like we call it Agni Pariksha, meaning it's like going through the fire. Even though fire is not going to burn, okay? Imagine going through the fire. You see, you know, it's like eclipse, so solar and lunar eclipse. They know the Rahu is going to swallow, is not going to hurt you, but imagine someone going through, someone is swallowing you, you know. So that is, uh, that brings out, um, that's why it's Krishna's actually mercy. In other words, he, everything, all this Leela, these avatars, this material, all this comes because of Krishna's giving a chance to the living entities. He is not going to mess around their minute independence. No, they can either become devotees or not devotees. So he has to give opportunity for all kinds of these things. That's why he is so merciful to attract these conditioned souls. See, Maya is so insurmountable, is external energy, equally powerful. That's why one and only way we can get over this is insurmountable external potency is by becoming devotees, by being connected with the devotees who are exclusively devoted to Krishna, Radha and Krishna. Otherwise, he cannot get over. Very powerful. So, this Maya is also there, gives you an opportunity. You want to try all of these things, try. So, in the Satyuga, these demons were in different planets. Okay. And in the next Yuga, Treta, they were on the same planet. And in the Dwapara, they were in the same family. Okay. Like Pandavas and Kauravas. Pandavas are devotees, Kauravas are demons. And in the age of Kali, in the same body. Devotee is also there, demon is also there, demonic mentality. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and destroyed the demonic mentality. Jagamadayu, for example, he did not kill. He transformed them. That's why the power is the holy name. Holy name, through Ekadasi, we can transform our demonic mentality into serving mentality, divine mentality. Uh, that's why our misguided uh, Prahlad Maharaj, what does he say? Who is our biggest enemy? Our enemy is within. Uh, Uncontrolled, misguided mind. Uncontrolled, misguided mind is our biggest enemy, who is within. Nobody else is our enemy. So, how to engage, transform our mind? Cannot kill the mind, okay? It cannot burn, or you cannot shoot down our mind. You have to transform. Through the power in the holy name, there is no power more powerful than the holy name. No, Hare Krishna. It has to be together. That's what Radha Tattva, Krishna Tattva. Hare Krishna. Hare. When we say Hare, meaning what? Hara, Radha's name. Hare is calling. You know, saying Hare, Radhe, Hare, Hare, Radhe, Radhe. I'm helpless. I need help. My mind is bothering me. Is killing me, not today, from millions of lifetimes. There is no hope that, you know, I can control it or it become favorable to me. You know. Now, see, when you are conditioned by Maya, we don't know that our we are under the clutches of our own big enemy. We are thinking we are in the friend. Okay, understand? This is the amazing thing. So this is the biggest disease. We cannot identify who is our enemy. you know, within. So, and we cannot kill. We have to try. So that's why the only medicine, only powerful weapon is Harinam. Hare, Radhe, Hare. I need help. I've been defeated many, many lifetimes, and there is no chance I will win ever again in future also. I need your help. Please make this, my mind peaceful. He's going everywhere. See, another thing is, unless you take shelter of Radha, our mind is going to go everywhere. you know, why is that? Mind is, is the external Maya. It's very good, external energy Maya. But Radharani's shadow is mind, isn't it? Is the external energy. So if Radharani decides, right, very easy, becomes peaceful. uh, Mind will be satisfied. Array, calling out the Radha's name. You know. And then again say Krishna. That's not enough. You have to call Krishna also. Okay. So Krishna. So Krishna comes only where when the uh, when the mind is steady or got the mercy of Radharani, blessings of Radharani, then Krishna attracts. Wherever there is blessings of Radharani, Krishna is there to attract. Wherever there is a mercy or blessings or kataksha of Radha, Krishna is there. He gets attracted to that. So Krishna gets attracted. He gives his blessing, mercy. Then our mind becomes transcendental because we got the mercy of Radha and Krishna. That's where Krishna actually no, he stays there among the senses and the controlled mind. Krishna says, among the senses and the controlled mind. So, then what? Then we become eligible to hear about transcendental world, transcendental topics, about the who we are, why I'm suffering, all these things. Till then, we are enjoying. Oh, yeah, I'm okay. You're okay. you know. So, you know, then we start feeling, oh, everything is not okay. You know, then we see the relations. You know, whatever relations we were thinking, now you try to understand. Oh, actually, they are not relations. It doesn't mean that we dislodge our parents or the parents connected with this body. This body, we try to help them, but without getting attached. You understand? you know, we have to use that they have some familiarity, some affinity towards us because of the bodily connection. But we have to be careful that we have no connection. Understand? Otherwise, we'll be dragged. We have to see them, our perspective, as they are suffering. They need to connected with the why suffering? Because there is no connection with the spiritual aspect, spiritual subject, Vaikunta objects, prasadam, holy name, ekadasi, you know, tulasi, cow, these things, holiness, no connection, then you feel inauspicious, and so we need to do that connection. And we also need to be get connected these things. Otherwise, we also get drained. Huh? So we should be equipped with all these things every moment. Huh? So that's why the that's why Krishna is actually taking a risk in a sense. Uh, it is it seems like it's breaking. It broke. Separation from Krishna is so intense. Um, and that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Krishna himself to feel that separation. He has desire. He cannot understand Krishna. Wow, how much they are feeling in my separation. So Krishna wants to experience, and he comes in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he is experiencing. That's why sometimes the body elongated. To that extent, the ghost bones comes out of giant. They're long. Uh, it is amazing. you Um, beyond any words, any description, any words. Nanda Maharaj distributed so much cows, wealth, gold, and all that. That even uh, the demigods, you know, finance minister in this world couldn't do it. Cannot comprehend. So, like that, the spiritual, uh, unlimited, and they experience so much. So, our Param Gurudev, like the other day we were saying, he says, Shaktir Shakti Mator Avedaha, there is no difference. All the potencies, they, where they took, where they came from the lotus nail of Radharani, effulgence of lotus nail of Radharani is all the Shaktis, all the potencies. You can imagine Uma, Rama, Satya, Adi. They are all appear from at the effulgence from the lotus nail of Radharani. You can imagine that. Bah, unlimited Lakshmis. You can imagine her greatness, brother. All the Kali, Durga, they're all basically coming from Radharani. 。 . 。 。 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 . 。 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . For everyone, all these Devi Devas, Radharani is the root. That's called is Amshini, root of. hmm. So they, even though they come, Radharani does not become any less. Understand? She remains as Radharani. Understand? Even though unlimited trillions of Lakshmis come, but she does not become any less, not even iota. Understand? Same way Krishna, even though so many avatars, so many, come, Krishna also does not become any less. Huh? So like that, in that way, uh, now one thing is when we worship, when we worship these part and parcel, like for example, worshipping Lakshmi. It will not be complete worship unless we include Radha. If you include Radha, you're including everybody. Understand? So, and when you see Radharani, their Krishna has to be there. When Krishna is there, Radharani must be there. You know. So that's why the worship of Radha and Krishna. And if Radha Krishna is also there, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must be there also. So that's why Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati is amazing. In Gaudiya Math, that's why we see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna and Radha. Most complete and perfect worship. But we were told, look, your worshipable object must be one. It cannot be three. Understand? It may not be two. It cannot be five. But it has, and it is one. But still, it's three. See. So that's why it's complete. Is very difficult to describe in the word, but I think you can get the idea. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Krishna himself, in the mood of feeling of Radha and the Angakanti. Krishna is Krishna. Radharani, there is no difference between Krishna and Radha. Shakti, Shaktimato, Abheda. You cannot worship Krishna without Radha. So, so we worship. So, that's why it is three. The highest, most complete. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, that's why Param Gurudev is saying, uh, Mahaprabhu is Swayam Radha Krishna. So, from the mantra of Mahaprabhu, he can worship Radha and Krishna. There is no part in it. There is no part in it. That's why you have Mahaprabhu, Radha and Krishna. Uh, so some people say, in this temple there is Krishna, Radharani and Gaura. And everybody is Svetavarna, white. Okay. So, uh, so Param Gurudev is saying, why we are Radha Paksha? We belong to Radharani's party. Why Radharani is golden, right? White. You can say white. Huh? That's why Krishna Mahaprabhu is also white. So, Radha Chinta Aniveshana, Yasya Kanti Vilopita, Krishna Charanam, Vande Radha Lingitam Vigraham. Radha Lingita, Radha Lingita, there is two meanings. Radhaya Lingita ಅಥವಾ Radhaya Alingita. Meaning one who is embraced by Radha, one who is embracing Radha, like that. So, in any case, Krishna thinking of Radha, he has become white. So, you can see our Gurudev also many times very friendly uh, discussion. So, like that. Now, what else? In the Bhaktivinoda Thakur bhajans and so many things, the in the tattva also, in the Shakti tattva, that's just like one thing we were discussing. Radha tattva is amazing. The tattva 33. Radharani is Purna Shakti. Krishna Purna Shaktiman. Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shaktiman. Doi vastu beda nahi Shastra Paramar. Mrugamada tar gandha cheche avicheda. Agni ज्वाला ते जैसे कबू नहीं भेद राधा कृष्ण ऐसे सदा एक ही स्वरूप लीला रस आस्वादिते दरे दुई रूप. See, this is our Acharya saying. Radharani is Purna Shakti and Krishna is Purna Shaktiman. In Shastra, there is no difference between them. How? There is one thing called Kasturi. Kasturi Tilaka. Krishna Tilaka is like like a fragrance. And Kasturi, the fragrance and Kasturi, the fragrance of Kasturi and Kasturi are non-different. Also, how the fire and the heat, feeling heat. From fire is there heat. How we can separate? Same way, Radha and Krishna cannot be separated. Both are Eki Swarupa, meaning one Atma. Just to taste the Leela Rasa, they have become two. See, if you want to taste, there must be two. What are you tasting? And whom you helping it to taste. So that's why there are two personalities is essential. That's what Krishna himself. Of course, we cannot say when they become and all that. See, this is a mundane. See, in this material world, you are conditioned by the past and future. But in spiritual world is always present. You know, that's why language itself is past and future. You know, past and future. So it is very difficult. That's why you very difficult to convey. But hopefully, by the mercy of a Guru Parampara, we can understand. We can glimpse it. That's why you have to go beyond the language. Huh? To understand this, we have to go beyond the language. Uh, we have to do, sadhana bhajana, chanting. There is no other way around. These things will help us, but ultimately, language itself will fail to convey. So that's why, because we are influencing, we are in this material world, which has past and future, and we are always bombarded with, you know, mundane things. Oh, what has happened? What will happen? What has happened? What will happen? And we are being cheated out of the present time. Like we were telling our mind. Mind is always takes you to the past or to the future. Doesn't want to stay in the present. So we have to bind our mind, huh, to be in the present. How? What is present all the time? The holy name, Radha and Krishna. Huh? So that's why we're calling the name of Radha. Oh Radha, please make me stay in the present time. Please, please bind me. So when we are in the chanting and we are hearing, understand? Chanting and hearing. What happens then? So we get locked, you know. We will not go to the past or future, you know. See, locked. And we are in the present. And we have to widen it, the present. To the extent we become widen, then the influence of the past or future will not be there. The material energy will not influence us, you know. You get healed, you get focused, you get charged up. So this is essential part of the everyday. To how to the degree that we can make this past future not influence us. And if you are chanting all the time connected, then you just like sim through. Even though the all around is past or future going around, but we will not. It will not influence us. It will not touch us. So age of Kali is what it is. Age of Kali is, or the influence of mind is always that past and future. So that's why we have to take shelter of Radha and Krishna. So Lord Shakti is three kind. In Vaikuntha, Lakshmi, Dwarka, Mahishi, in Raja, Gopis. Among these, the Gopis are highest. So, just like among all the incarnations, Swayam Bhagavan, of course, even the Krishna is not incarnation. He is the source of all that. He is the highest. So the Hare Krishna. ಹೌದಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ನಾನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ಲಾ ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಯಪ್ಪ ಇವಾಗ ಯಾಕೆ? ಹಾ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಬೇಡ ಇವಾಗ. ಹ್ಮ್. ಹ್ಮ್. ರಾಧಾಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹ್ಮ್. ಹ್ಮ್. ಇದು ರಾಮಸೀತ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರಾಮಸೀತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಧಾಕೃಷ್ಣ ಆಯ್ತು ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ ಆಯ್ತು ನಾನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇದು ಸೊ ಸಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೊ we pray lotus feet of Radharani and our Guru Varga that to bless us, to take us closer to Radha. You know? So then only, and the Ekadasi, see the Ekadasi is very dear to Radharani. You know, in one sense, Ekadasi is not different from Radharani. You know? Because Bhakti Janani, she herself glorifying Ekadasi. If we want to be dear to Krishna, you have to follow Ekadasi. So if you do Ekadasi, we become dear to Radharani. So at least with that reason, Madhava, Madhavi, you know, again there is no difference. Madhava, Madhavi. Madhavi is very dear to Madhava. Madhava is very dear to Madhavi. Huh? Days that are dear to Madhava, such as Ekadasi and Janmashtami, are the mother of bhakti, for they cause bhakti to appear in one's heart. Sri Radha is the most beloved of Sri Madhava, and her appearance day is the fresh jewel of all days that are dear to him, such as Ekadasi. Padma Purana states that when Devarsi Narada desired to hear the glories of Sri Radhashtami from Sri Brahma, his father, Brahma replied that no one but Sri Hari himself can suitably glorify the appearance day of his beloved. Although Ekadasi is so dear to Sri Hari, a person gains 100 times more spiritual merit that leads to bhakti by observing just one Radhashtami Vrata than he does by observing 1,000 Ekadasi Vratas. See how important Radhashtami, you know. Ekadasya sahasrena yat palam labate naraha. Radha Janmashtami punyam tasmas guna adhikam. So now, um, what time she appeared? Huh? In Gokul Mahavan, see, there were so many problems in Gokul Mahavan. So, Nanda Maharaj said, he relocated to Nandishwara Hill. And his dearmost friend, Rishabhanu Maharaj, also expected many this in Raval. So, he established his residence in Varsana Hill, top of Varsana, which lies south of Nandishwara Hill. So, it was in Raval, in the abode of Sri Vrishabhanu Maharaja and his queen Kirtida, that Sri Radhika, the internal potency of Sri Krishna and the embodiment of his pleasure giving potency, manifested the pastime of her appearance, appeared in Raval. Like Gokul, Krishna appeared in Gokul and then moved to Nandagram. Same way, she appeared in Raval and then did Leelas in Varsana Hill. This occurred at noon on the 8th day of the fortnight of the waxing moon, month of Bhadra, during the auspicious Anuradha constellation. So, there like devotees talk about Guru Parampara. Uh, at noon on the 8th day of bright noon in the month of Bhadra, Radhika appeared from the land that Vrishabhanu Maharaj was excavating for the purpose of yajna. He was trying to do yajna, was excavating, and that time she found. With a delighted heart, the Vrishabhanu Maharaj took her to his residence and presented her to his noble queen, Sri Kirtida Devi. Then, in another history, it says, in the morning, early morning, Sri Vrishabhanu Maharaj was taking bath in the Yamuna. Floating close by was this spotlessly beautiful girl lying on a radiant and fully blossomed lotus. With great happiness, he at once took her in his arms and brought her home to his queen Kirtida Devi. In great bliss, Kirtida Devi embraced her and began to care for her with unbounded affection. But when the king and queen noticed that her eyes did not open, their heart was deeply afflicted, and they prayed at the lotus feet of Supreme Lord that he would bless her with the power of sight. He was closing his eyes, so they crying. Kirtida was breaking her. Oh, her love so much to Radha. Meanwhile, at their palace in Ravala, Sri Nanda Maharaj's queen, Yashoda Devi, arrived from Gokula, holding Sri Krishna in her arms. The royal couple of Ravala greeted her with much honor. Sri Yashoda Devi gazed with unblinking eyes at the newborn baby girl lying in the lap of Sri Kirtida Devi. At that time, an astonishing incident took place. As soon as Yashoda Nandan, Sri Krishna came face to face with that baby girl, he opened her eyes. Her first sight was the moon-like face of her beloved Sri Krishna, and she simply gazed upon him. Krishna too became overwhelmed upon gazing with intense feeling at the moon-like face of his most beloved. Their divine meeting took place through the meeting of their eyes. The happiness of Rishabhanu Maharaj and his queen knew no bounds, and they celebrated the occasion with great pomp and grandeur. So, Rupa Goswami has given a similar narration in his book, Lalita Madhav. So, it shows how the intense our love. Um, and same way, uh, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, um, or he says, our most worshipable, Prabhupada, Sri Krishna is Adokshada Shaktiman, uh, the possessor of all potency who exists beyond the range of the material mind, intelligent and senses. That's why we like before we were saying, beyond the range of material mind, intelligence and senses. Sri Radha is Adokshaja Shakti Mata. Shakti Mata. Sri Krishna's spiritual potency who similarly lies uh, beyond our material reach, mind, intelligence and senses. So the philosophy of the Tarka Panthas who believe in the process of gross dialectic to acquire knowledge is Anaya Miyate iti Maya, meaning through intellectual effort one attains understanding of Maya. The supremely excellent philosophy of the Shrauta Panthas, from hearing, who follow the process of hearing in disciplic succession as a means to acquire knowledge, is Anaya Radita iti Radha. Anaya Radita iti Radha. This is Miyate iti Maya. Meaning, through the process of worship, one attains Sri Radha. Anaya Radita iti Radha. Anaya Aradita. Aradita. Anaya Aradita iti Radha. Worship. To service. For them, the sole state of perfection is to engage in pleasing and satisfying Sri Krishna with their entire body, including all their limbs and senses. So the Tarka Panthas can display their pride, but they cannot touch even the doorstep of the realm of bhakti. By instructing his own mind in the Sri Manasiksha, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami humbly teaches us to renounce all pride and quickly develop sublime and incessant rati for Sri Gurudeva. Rati, love for Sri Gurudeva, for Sri Rajada, for the residents of Raja, for the Vaishnavas, for the Brahmanas who are like the demigods of this earth, for our Diksha mantras, for the holy names of the Lord, and for the topmost shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Radha Govinda, the eternally useful couple of Raja. As long as the false pride that stems from one's wealth, scholarship, beauty, and birth in a high class family remains in one's heart. It is impossible to practice devotional service even slightly. So, a person's pride in his bhajana, see, more a person's pride in his bhajana, devotion, renunciation, etc., also become a fatal hindrance on the path of devotion. We should always consciously remember the Trunadapi Sunichena was spoken by Mahaprabhu and taking exclusive shelter of the lotus feet of Srila Gurudeva. Constantly pray for the mercy of Sri Radharani. In this manner, we should seek the mercy of Sri Krishna, the beloved of Sri Radha. Vina Radha Prasadena Hari Bhakti Sudurlabha. Without the mercy of Sri Radha, Hari Bhakti is extremely difficult to attain. Radha bhajane jadimati nahi bela, Krishna bhajana tava akarana gela. If the desire to worship Sri Radha does not arise, then your worship of Krishna goes in vain. So, like that, we next from tomorrow 1 week, Radharani's appearance day. That's why we should prepare and pray, this next 1 week. Huh? Oh Radhe, oh Guru Parampara, somehow or the other, make this Radhashtami, make us to follow Radhashtami perfectly, as much as possible. So that will make our life successful. So there is no end to glorifying Radha. Krishna himself fails. Even the Supreme Lord, he cannot comprehend. So we can comprehend. Still, we pray Guru Parampara can give us an opportunity to please us. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. जय जय श्री राधे श्याम राधा रानी की जय मसाने वाला की जय लीला गुरुदेव की जय गुरु पाद पद्म की जय गुरु वर्ग की जय गुरु परंपरा की जय हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Lord pronounce to please forgive me for the delay and all the thing. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.